So let's talk about building your business. Are we ready? This gentleman right here. Am I going to go to him when I need my car fixed? Probably not. Okay. Many of us signed up to be a real estate agent, and we think that we take on a role of so many people. I've got to be the realtor. I've got to be the buyer's agent, the seller's agent. I got to take lock boxes off. I got to answer phones. I got to return emails. Oh, I got to make graphic artists as well. I'm doing all this. Why? So we're going to talk tonight, really want to hone in on the important key people that you need to really start building your business the right way. Okay. So on the flip side, would I go to him if I had foot pain? If I had foot pain, would I go to him? Like, I'm a little concerned of the panty line here. But Angel, I figured you get a kick out of that one. Am I going to go to him to if I have a problem with my ankle or something? Okay. No, better not, because he's not specialized in that area. Our focus is to focus on who is a specialist. Remember, we talked yesterday, and Emmerich Peace taught me this early in my real estate business. He's the broker over at Keller Williams. Are you going to be an ER doctor, or are you going to be a specialist with your business? An ER doctor takes in everything and everybody. Gunshot wound, came in at 8 a.m., 10 o'clock. Someone came in, they slip off of a ladder. 10:30, a baby came in because someone dropped the baby. I don't know. Just a variety of things. And so their level of anxiety has got to be super, super high because they're focusing on anything could happen in the next 5 minutes. And that's how some of us treat our business as well. That's why that exercise yesterday was super important for clarity purposes. So that means you're not just taking anyone. Oh, I'm taking veterans, I'm taking luxury clients, I'm taking a little bit of first-time home buyers too. No, we're focusing on one thing. And that's what these guys do. The doctors are, if you are a specialist, then you just focus on being a podiatrist, heart doctor. All right. That is your special lane. That's the only language they speak. And for you, what language are you speaking? Who are you speaking to? If I go to McDonald's, am I going to get crab legs? I mean, the way things are going now, the way they keep crossing things over, possibly. But when you think of McDonald's, do you think, hey, let's go get some seafood? You're not going to think about that. Same thing with the brands. You understand it's brand recognition. You're not going here just because it says McCafe doesn't mean that you're going to get cafeteria food. Okay, don't let the McCafe. Mc crab legs, I'm not getting that neither. All right, so if you go here, you're going to experience something totally different. You're not going to get a Philly cheesesteak here at this type of restaurant. So I'm asking you, what kind of perception is someone looking at you in your business? High-end activities won't support low-budget actions. The amount of money that we want to make, which is unlimited, by the way, just as a recap, realtors and entrepreneurs, there's no cap on what we can make. So the high-end activities that we want, we can't be everything in our business. We can't do everything. All right. So let's focus on the numbers here. Let's focus on the numbers. How many of you have done a home buyer seminar like in the last year? Well, when we could really be around people, let's say when you had the capability of doing a home buyer seminar, how many people were at your last home buyer seminar? Just throw it in the chat box. How many people came to your seminar that you had in person? And I mean, when you had it in person. Like, can I think back that far? Average. Yeah, well, just think about when you did it in person. there's a percentage of people who come out, and however you got that persons to attend your seminar, there's a percentage here. I really want you to figure this out because everyone is not your ideal client. Remember yesterday we talked about the traffic. Remember on the left-hand side, there was traffic going in one direction, and on the right-hand side, there was traffic going in another direction. Your ideal client is in there, but it's not all of those cars. So everyone at a home buyer seminar, let's take a look at the statistics on who really signs up at the end of the seminar and goes to the back of the room with your wonderful lender. In that percentage, 30% of people are not going to buy no matter what you have. They came for the cookies and that's all they wanted. They were like, oh, this is a chance to get out the house. Okay, let's just do it just because. So 30% of people are never going to buy what you have. 30%, that's a big number. Another 30% don't think they're interested. You could persuade them, but they don't know what they don't know. For example, if someone has a low credit score of, let's say 640 or 620, they could be thinking, oh, I thought I had to have a 700 credit score. I thought I had to have 20% as a down payment. They don't think they're interested, but they could be persuaded. Another 30% needs more information. They need more education. So that leaves 7% that are thinking about it at that seminar, thinking about it, they're on the edge of their seat. And then 3% of the people that are in that room are ready to go right now. So out of 10 people, if 10 people came to your seminar, 3 of them can go get financing right now. Well, the rest of them are just kind of hanging out. Their mind is not fully focused on being ready right now. So be okay with knowing these percentages. This is why it's super important to hone in on who am I looking for? Who is my ideal client really out there for? Okay. Now here, let's talk about the organizational chart. I'm sure many of you at Keller Williams have seen this before. This chart is just a start. I like that. It's a start. You are at the top of the chart. And this doesn't mean that you have to go to the board and change, you don't have to go to DLLR and change much with your license. All I'm saying is you can do that if you want to have a structured team, or you can have a team that you put together. All right, so there's 2 different ways of looking at this. You speak to your brokerage on the best ways of doing this for you. So you're the team leader. Let me pick on someone today. Sean. Let me pick on Sean. Sean is at the top here. I feel like a network marketing presentation. You're the top bubble, all right? Sean, you're at the top. And your first hire, Sean, no matter how many clients you think you can control by yourself, should be a transaction coordinator. Transaction coordinator should be your very first hire. Because remember, you can't be all things. And the transaction coordinator is going to handle majority of the administrative stuff that you typically don't like to do. And usually around this time of the evening, most realtors, I've done it too, I check off at 6 o'clock. I don't do any more work for real estate after 6, maybe 7 o'clock, because now it's dinner time. Now it's dinner, it's personal time now. Because I have help, I can do that now. So when I take a look and I say, look, the administrative work has to be done. I'm not that strong with it, but I don't want to let control. Oh, I gotta the control. I just gotta have everything. I gotta have the deal. I gotta have the title company. I gotta be able to get in touch with the mortgage lender too. I'ma just do it. Let me just do it. Sean says, let me just do it. And so the transaction coordinator is like this. No, baby, I got it. I'll take care of making sure your contract gets to the lender. Put that down. I'll do it. I'll take care of communicating with the title company. Just put that down. And I'll make sure I communicate and make sure you know when the home inspection needs to be done. You go get some more business. That's what the transaction coordinator is there for. They have a strong role. How many of you have a transaction coordinator now? Just put a 1 in the chat box if you have a transaction coordinator now that you use and you trust. Good. Sam's got it. Good. Nancy, good. Megan, all right. I see how many people in this room. Andrea. Better. Is that it? Is that it? It's 26 of you. Is that it? Okay. That's the reason why we're here. So the transaction coordinator has a vital role with making sure when your contract is ratified, they are the specialist to take it from there to the end. And I'm going to let you speak with Summer Jones, and she's going to speak more on her role as a transaction coordinator. And also, you also want to make sure that you've got some team support. You can't be running from Brandywine to Crofton to show properties, and then, oh, I got to go up to Montgomery County in the next couple of hours. Why are you zipping around the Beltway like that? So once you start getting a buyer's agent on board and a listing specialist, that way you, Sean, at the top, can control the transaction better, and you can actually sit at home and have dinner with your family. Or how about this? You can go out to dinner without doing this. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. This will just take a second. How many times have you guys disrespected your family just to get on that phone? Oh, hold on. I got to do this real quick. All right. But if you had help, then those things could be taken care of. You can say, hey, lead specialist, lead listing specialist. They take care of all the listing information, the photography work. They're the ones that call me to get the work done. All right. I rarely, for those that have teams, rainmakers, there's a lot of rainmakers on this line. I don't typically get in touch with the rainmakers to place photography orders for their listings. They're quickly, I just immediately like, I don't even want to bother you with that request, but when you're ready, please give me your assistant's number. I mean, I need to communicate with her or him. And that communication is done so I can allow the rainmaker to do their job. Because all the administrative things, to be honest with you, you're fantastic with what you do, negotiating. You're great with that contract, but administrative, probably not the strong point. Okay, so real estate assistants, that's another role that you could have if you need someone to take care of your executive work. But your transaction coordinator and your real estate assistant might be one and the same, might be. Okay, but just Sean, what area are you in? If you don't mind typing in, what area are you in? Sean, you said new. What area are you in? Sean, are you a realtor? I was using you like you were a realtor. You can act like you are one. There is, these are the key people. Okay, got it. Not a problem. But we're going to act like it tonight. We're manifesting it. Sean is the team leader. His first hire is going to be a transaction coordinator. Then he's going to get in touch with his broker and do a listing ad for a buyer's agent and a listing specialist. All that is just, hey, broker, how, because like with my company, Samson, we have a book, or not a book, but an online posting. And so if something is needed, somebody needs photography or someone needs a referral, an agent in DC for a rental, that's all you need to do is you just need to post, this is what I'm looking for. My name is Sean Powell and my group is expanding and I'm looking to hire a buyer's agent and a listing specialist in the specific areas that you're needing help with.